It should be happy Sunday, but I don't know if the Sunday or if those who are watching me from Nigeria, everyone is actually happy that it is Sunday. Please read the caption of the broadcast, okay? The description as well. Like it, share it. Invite your friends, invite your not so friendly friends, and tell all of them. Just before we start, this program may actually really make it make things worse for those of you who want to think I have any sympathy. I do not have any sympathy. For those of you who are like the followers of a T-Pain in Nigeria, it's just that when we begin to throw the darts now, yeah, even those of you that never ever really wanted this, you are also going to collect. So that is why it is called the Sunday sermon on its own, whereby no oaths bar. And whoever, we do not really care who sucks is God. So if you want to be politically correct, I advise you not to watch this broadcast now. I am not going to have any empathy or sympathy in true sense of it, even though I have no intention of mocking you. It is about T-Pain and the pains that people have come to register now. Share this broadcast. Even though I am not really a bad person, okay? But you see this patch, the way they my face now, can't be like say, Omo, Ojo are not a funny out. Making no call they look like say, they mock you. It is not my own responsibility on how some of you will take the message, okay? But it is just the expression of what it is right now in the contraption as we have come to know it. So, good morning to you, good afternoon to you. Good evening to you from wherever you are joining us. It is Mayegun live. And you're welcome to this segment as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, it be like say things done red, but we have also been told that it may not be as bad as we are exaggerating or presenting it, or how people are presenting it online. But nevertheless, we still kind of have to say it the way we heard as we have seen it, okay? So right now, in that contraption, Nigeria, where people don't even know where their president is as we speak, okay? So T-Pain, you might call it a temporary pain. Some said like Tinubu's pain. Abobakus are calling it a temporary. And others are saying no pain, no gain. So that is what we are going to kind of call it. No pain, no gain. So as it stands, you might want to probably, if you are not in Nigeria, okay, you would probably have been one of those being bombarded with calls, messages from the people who are the victims of Tifnumbu's failed Nigeria. However, yesterday, the presidency of Nigeria came out to warn Nigerians that you see this one that you are calling a Tifnumbu T-Pain, right, is demeaning. Okay, it is it is demeaning in such a way that a lot of you don't even know the sacrifice or sacrifices that Tifnumbu is making on your behalf. That all these things that you are experiencing now, economic hardship, expensive stuff, including the expensive petroleum products in Nigeria, that all these are just temporary. And then adding pain to it is sort of insulting to Tifnumbu. and therefore you were all warned. And immediately they warned Nigerians that the president just says you should stop calling him a T-Pain. Everybody just turn it into musical. T-Pain, 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 tension pain, temporary, not even temporary. I got other names too, but anyway, things are really almost out of hand right now in that contraption. However, I clicked on those who said that, you see, they believe that except for, in fact, the Ronukus, to be precise, are saying, right, that they don't mind, right? That whatever it is hardship they are facing in Nigeria today, right, they believe that in 7 years' time, majority of you calling Tifnumbu names now, you are going to praise him because that was what it is. I mean, so that is what it was for them in Lagos when it was building Lagos as well, right? So many people didn't see what he was building until years later. They said Tifnumbu is laying the foundation for the people that will come and rule Nigeria tomorrow. I know that is somehow funny or ridiculous, right? Well, if you're watching me from Nigeria, okay, and you still have a chance of possibly like watching like this, contributing, you might really probably help us to understand, is it really, really tough in Nigeria? Like, is it tough? Like, leave the fact that, opposition and you don't like them and all that, okay? Is it really tough as people are making of it online and offline? Because as some of us have found out, there are those they call the data boys. I don't know. I don't think APC will be sharing so much data for a lot of people on social media. To be telling you that it is not that bad. If people, okay, let's put it this way. Okay. Currently, a liter of petroleum is the cheapest you can get anywhere is 1,100 naira. So many businesses are already contemplating packing. Others have already packed up, but some are still like contemplating. So yesterday, I read it somewhere where the poultry farmers said they are going to be selling a crate of egg for 10,000 naira, that it could go for 10,000 naira before the end of this month if nothing is done. And I'm like, what do you want done? They said that the chicken laying the egg, what it costs to feed them is now like out of this world. Like, it is so expensive that if nothing is done about the feed for chicken, they may begin to sell a crate of egg. And I have seen the Ronokus who have jumped at it and said, well, you'll be eating your egg yourself. Normal, Ronokus no get any balanced diet. If you meet the Ronokus real life, some of you will not really engage them on social media. Yeah. There are many of them who are like Ronukus Paseo, okay, whose life has been turned upside down. Some of them used to have job, but they are now jobless. Even some of them who still have jobs, they can't really feed well. So balanced diet is now like a luxury to them. So what do you mean balanced diet? Diet at a balance. These guys just kind of have to eat whatever they see, not what they want. So if egg is part of balanced diet, then take it out, or make everybody go to lay your own egg. Just look for somebody in your family if you lay egg, and then go to lay egg, or you just don't instead of eating egg, you can start eating garden egg. Even garden egg, they can't afford.
Remember when a bag of rice used to be 7,500 naira? Well, that was when a liter of petroleum used to be 87 naira. When a liter of petroleum was 87 naira in Nigeria per liter, the petroleum was 87 naira per liter, right? A barrel of crude oil was being sold for like $100. Today, the Ronokus are saying it is not the fault of Tifnumbu that things are expensive. In fact, some of them are saying that the reason why things are expensive is because the Igbos are deliberately increasing the price of goods and services so that Tifnubu can look bad. And I'm like, what about the Yoruba, the non-Igbo businesses? Because there are other people selling food and other stuff, right? Who are like non-Igbos. So what happened to those ones? Like, are their own stuff cheaper in a way to say, to avoid the expensive ones? Anyway, they shall keep giving different kind of excuses. And guess what? 4 years ago, during the coronavirus, a crate of egg was 600 naira. Can you even believe that? Just last year, a crate of egg was put at 2,500 naira. Today, it is 5,500, 6,000 naira, and it's going to 10,000 naira soon. So when you meet the average Ronuku face to face, like in Nigeria, some of you will probably regret ever engaging them on social media, right? I think it was this morning, and I saw one of them. So one of them was like saying, yes, we are ready to endure the hardship because we know that no pain, no gain. So that's why I came in. That's why I'm here now to ask you that if you're watching me from Nigeria, let me just look at my comments. If you're watching me from Nigeria, right, can you tell me in all honesty, like be honest, okay? Are things really, really hard or una just they exaggerate? Because if to say things are really, really hard, I saw a video of a young man, right, who was like hawking something. Imagine somebody who is selling something and it collapsed on the road. There are people who had to rush to give him food. And when he was given the food, his hands were like, it was, his hands was shaking like that to even eat the food. Right? So to me, I'm like, the Runukus are saying to everyone that this whole thing is being exaggerated, or they are trying to point fingers at just anyone and everyone but themselves. Anyway, don't answer me that, okay? I think it was yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday that Akwabiole told everyone that, listen, wherever you see food, chop more. Anywhere you see free food.
Times are difficult, and wherever you see free food, please endeavor to avail yourself. Times are difficult, and wherever you see free food, please endeavor to avail yourself. Times are difficult.
Times are difficult. Wherever you see free food, endeavor to avail yourself. So that means this guy also knows that things are really, really, really tough. But what the message they have for you is that, yeah, it is the reform. So what exact reform Gongo is Tifnumbu doing? If you ask any Runuku, for example, that listen, this your pain, no gain. Now that you are in T-pain, right? Temporary pain, you call it, which some of you have made up your mind that it may last for another 4 years or 5 years. Some are already even saying maybe 6 years. in 7 years' time, by 2030, they said by 2030, most of you criticizing Tinubu now, you'll be praising him. But if I ask you that, what is that particular reform? I mean, you will say subsidy removal, Abi. Okay, subsidy removal. That means the money they were paying for subsidy, they are not paying it anymore. So they are saving it. Abi? But if I ask you that, how much do you think they have saved from that subsidy? You are likely not going to be able to say it. No, I'm not asking you to go and listen to your influencers. Some of you don't know that most of those APC influencers, they are paying them crumbs as well. Imagine somebody being paid 500,000 naira to come and lie to you. And there you are. You are buying a liter of petrol. I mean, they are buying a liter of, because some of you don't even have money to buy a liter of petrol, but the trickle down of the cost of what it actually costs to buy that liter of petrol right now, right? The trickle down on your transportation, on food, and the rest of that. You are the one paying for it. Okay. So, how much would you say they have saved from last year to this year on the removal of subsidy, that you think maybe it went into electricity, education, healthcare? Like, do you even know? Sorry, guys, I'm talking to the Ronukus watching me. Okay, I know some of you actually know some of these answers anyway. Okay, I'm kind of trying to speak to, even if now one Ronuku that is watching me right now. So I'm talking to you, right? Did you ever ask yourself, say, come on, the sacrifice we are making, at least we know that it is going to improve electricity, or it is going to improve healthcare, education, something like it's got to go to something. You know it's not going to anywhere. It's actually going into the private pocket of Tinubu and his family, as well as every member of, this government in Nigeria. Okay. So the likes of Akpabiole, they can laugh at you, they can mock you, they can, say whatever they like, because they know that so many of you have either you have become mentally unstable, that you can't really process anything anymore. I mean, there's nothing that hunger cannot do, right? There's almost nothing that hunger cannot do. But at the same time, they say the hungry man is an angry man, right? So if this hardship is not being exaggerated, what exactly is holding the majority of you back, right, from showing your displeasure against this hardship, other than some of you so scared? I think they said that some of you are so scared. Do you want them to kill us? You are dying already. You're watching yourselves dying slowly. Like slowly. The number is piling up. Okay, I saw this video again. Let me use that. This one is a privileged guy lamenting.
They say Nigeria no good, Nigeria no good. Now same Nigerians, they buy Nigeria. Now same Nigeria. If you are abroad, you want to come here to invest, think twice. Save your money there. Don't come here. I just opened Amala place. 50 people working, making money from there. They chop it in 5 months. I spent 105 million to set it up just to create more job. They finish it in 5 months because they know I'm not always around. I have a farm in Ibadan. Before I travel last month, Fulani henchman brought his cows. They chop all of my cassava. When we carry our reach station, they offer 40,000 for 8 million worth of investment for the same country where we dey so. Now think of it, my estate in Abuja, 26 tenants. Out of the 26 tenants, I've been able to remove 4 by removing their roof. 21 is still there, they are hiding in court. They say let court give 2 years rent they are owing. Wicked nation. I don't think refinery can work. I don't think anything can work in this part of the world because the people that lives there, self-centered, evil people. I believe before December, petrol service should be 1,500 to 2,000. It is good for them.
I mean, that is somebody speaking in there is a word they use when someone is speaking in two person or something. Okay, rather than actually face these criminals who continue to flaunt the stolen wealth, the mismanaged commonwealth of Nigerians. Majority of you are, if you haven't found yours, so majority of you are looking for who to what? To rip off. Somebody to take advantage of. Some of you have friends abroad. As long as you can cry to them and make them feel so guilty, like they are the one responsible for the hardship you are facing, so that they can give you money, Nigeria can continue to burn. Others are waiting to take advantage of yourself right within that space as well, which is true. So when I was looking at the factors that will make people that are facing serious economic hardship or so scared to face the rogues responsible, and they are willing and ready to even defend them, it's so convenient for typical Nigerians to ask you, what do you want us to do? And I'm like, you're on social media every day, lamenting, crying, calling on yourselves that, in absentia or something like that, right? Calling on yourself to say, oh, you, why don't you kind of do it? Or why don't you do it? Or that person do it, but not yourself. When it comes to this country hard, everything tough. Whenever you see these criminal politicians, oh my God, you always forget that they are responsible for whatever it is that you're facing. I will see videos of a lot of you. I've never seen a video of Nigerians, right, throwing stones or pebbles and all of that at just citing the politicians, and say, have you seen that video of what they did to that senator? Oh, did you see the video of that governor? Man, they stone him because everybody is hungry. No, I've not seen that. And most of the time you always, I can't describe it, right? Then some are like, maybe it is not, like I said earlier, maybe it is not really that tough. Or is it the I better pass my neighbor mentality that a lot of you currently have? I better pass my neighbor. You're still thanking God. Yeah, we thank God, Jare. God is faithful. God is good to us. So which kind of God is good to you in? I don't know how to put it. So everywhere is still pain. And it's like the trending thing. People are even making t-shirt of it, right? Oh, it's still pain. The economy is in tatters, it's in gutters. The Nigerian Naira has become more or less like a tissue paper. So I was having a chat with my kid this morning, and their birthday is coming up. And they said, what do you want for your birthday? And they said, sewing machine. I was like, okay, sewing machine. How much is sewing machine? They said 250,000. What? Is that electric sewing machine? They said, no. I said, no, that can't be. Like, okay, maybe you should find out. I was like, no. Then I now remember that, what are we even talking about? Your Nigerian Naira has become so valueless and it's not coming back. It is not. Tifnumbu and his gang, right? They are smiling to the banks, right? Stealing your forex as whenever they want. And there's no chance. There's no real chance. There is no real investment in anything production. Like you can say, okay, manufacturing in Nigeria is improving. Give it 2 years. It's going to get better enough that, you know what I mean? Like there's nothing going on. Nothing. What these guys are doing is awarding bogus contracts to themselves, borrowing money, Papa. In 17 months, Tifnumbu and his goons, they only attracted $29.5 million to Nigeria.